Some fish for peace, some fish for dinner. I fish to think, but after one HOA tried to find me for it, I reeled in something much bigger than a base. Fishing Pole Chapter 1, The Quiet Spot. I'm not what you call a flashy guy. I work in cybersecurity. I live alone. My idea of a perfect evening is silence, a camp chair, and the slow ripple of water under a warm sky. Which is why when I bought my house 2 years ago, it was all about the lake. Silveridge Lake, small, secluded, half-ringed by trees, was my sanctuary. I bought a house at the end of a cul-de-sac that backed right up to it. Not waterfront exactly, but close enough that I could walk out the back gate, follow a 20-foot trail, and cast a line whenever I needed to clear my head. No boats, no Indians, just a pole, a beer, and the sound of frogs. It was perfect until Karen happened. Receipt Chapter 2, The Fine. It came in a yellow envelope taped to my mailbox. Notice of violation. Unauthorized use of HOA resources. I blinked. The fine? $150. Offense? Personal fishing without permit. I figured it was a mistake. So I walked over to the HOA office, a double-wide trailer with a painted logo and 2 retired folks squinting at clipboards, and asked what the deal was. Karen, head of the HOA, didn't even let me finish before interrupting. The lake is private community property. Fishing is not permitted without HOA approval. I've fished there since I moved in. Well, that was a privilege, not a right. I pulled out a map from the county land records office. The lake doesn't fall under HOA jurisdiction. It's on a separate deed. Karen's eyes narrowed. We maintain the shoreline, the signage, the benches. That gives us shared recreational authority. I blinked. That's not how property law works. She smiled. It is in Silveridge. Brain Chapter 3, Research Mode. I went home and got to work. First, I confirmed what I already suspected. Silveridge HOA didn't own the lake. Not even the land around it. The actual lake had been left out of the HOA development plan because the original owner, some recluse named Donovan, never agreed to sell. That meant it remained an independent parcel, zoned for environmental conservation. Better yet, Donovan had passed away 8 months ago. His estate, still being handled. The lake, technically unclaimed. That was my opening. Receipt Chapter 4, The Purchase. I called a real estate lawyer. Got in touch with the probate court. Put in an offer through the county clerk's office. Took 3 months. During that time, Karen sent 2 more fines. One was for leaving trash near the lake. I never leave trash. Another was for disturbing wildlife. I saw a duck once. I paid none of them. Then on a warm Thursday afternoon in early May, I got the call. Your purchase of parcel #492L Silveridge Lake has been approved and recorded. I own the lake. Every drop, every ripple, every fish. Stop sign Chapter 5, The Ban. I didn't send out a notice. I just posted one sign. Private property. No trespassing. Violators will be reported. Karen saw it the next morning. She marched across the trail like she owned it, demanded to speak with whoever put that ridiculous sign up. I did, I said, sipping coffee. I own the lake now. She laughed. You're joking. I handed her a copy of the deed. She didn't laugh again. Megaphone Chapter 6, The Fallout. The HOA called an emergency meeting. I wasn't invited, but neighbors told me all about it. Karen tried to claim I stole community land, that I tricked the county. But when someone asked why she'd been fining residents for using something the HOA didn't own, things turned fast. Then came emails. One neighbor asking if he could fish just once. Another offering $200 a year for exclusive shoreline rights. A third asking if I'd consider hosting a father-son fishing day. Karen sent one more letter. You are required to remove the private property sign as it contradicts neighborhood harmony. I framed it, and then I posted a new sign. Chapter 7, New Rules. I didn't ban everyone. I just banned HOA members. Any resident who opted out of the HOA, free access. The rest? Nope. Suddenly, 7 families filed paperwork to leave the HOA. Karen tried to block them. One took her to court and won. Then the real kicker. The HOA had been spending money to maintain the lake for years. Benches, gravel, signs, but since they didn't own it, their budget was being misused. A new motion was passed. Karen was removed as HOA president. Man in Lotus position, Chapter 8, Aftermath. That summer, I built a small dock. Nothing big, just a spot to sit. One of the neighbors, Doug, brought his daughter over. She loves turtles, he said. Thanks for letting us hang out. Karen moved out in the fall. Rumor was she couldn't take living near a lake she wasn't allowed to touch. Fine by me. Now I sit on my dock every evening. Line in the water. Peace in the air. And every time I feel a tug on the rod, I smile. Because sometimes the best catch is catching someone trying to control what was never theirs to begin with, and turning that into your own quiet empire.